Hi, welcome to my video titled Jodi Arias, Culture Shock. I'm Carl Torpins, former Deputy Warden, New Mexico and Arizona Department of Corrections. What is culture shock? Culture shock is the feeling or feelings you may experience when you leave the comforts of your familiar environment and are forced to tread or transition into another environment. This is the case with Jodi Arias going from the free world to the Estrella jail and now soon to be transported to Perryville Prison Complex. Realizing that Jodi Arias is still in the adjustment stages, it's important to realize just how much culture shock will impact her as a newly convicted felon. Housed in solitary confinement for at least the next 2 years. If given the death penalty, her destiny is already written. Arias will leave the confines of Estrella jail and realize that her honeymoon is over, whether she realizes it or not. While in jail, she's been provided the comforts of reasonable and fairly safe living conditions, as she was a high-profile inmate. However, Arias must be aware that the honeymoon stage is over and she will experience a change when she arrives and soon steps off the bus with her new location and housing assignment. I'm certain it will take her months to adjust to the new set of rules or the environmental influences. She will be surrounded with attitudes and dynamics that are expressly local and not exactly pleasant. I suspect depression will hit her the very first night in Perryville, more so than in the Estrella jail. She'll be housed at the special management area where she'll be housed with creatures of her own personality and disposition. Some significant changes will be her new cellmates. Although isolated, she will have neighbors far apart. The food, the physical plant, the cell layout, and the new restrictive rules. Her relationship with new staff and a challenging relationship with the warden of the institution. Arias won't like the new people. She'll be missing the control of her environment and won't like the manner she's mandated to act. Conversations will be brief, they'll be short, the dialogue will be to the point, and this is no place where you make new friends. The water is either too cold or too warm. Take showers. The cooking tastes like the plastic trays that they're served in. The day begins when the officer wakes everybody up and lets everybody know they aren't home anymore. The lights may stay on all night and noise levels will be loud and filled with chattering voices. It really doesn't matter because you'll have no control over all this, whether it happens near her or around her. During this phase, a person often feels anxious, angry, frustrated, sad, or irritable. Arias will succumb to negativity, but she'll have to make the most out of her new experience. I predict she'll adjust in time, will get in trouble at least twice before she learns the rules of engagement. If successful, she'll regain a sense of perspective, balance, and move on. She'll realize that the cultures have similarities to the Estrella jail, but it's not exactly the same. Negative feelings are minimized, and predictability says she will navigate without unwarranted anxiety, negativity, and criticism. Some of the things Arias will become accustomed to are the prison codes, the climate, temperature, especially during the summer, the political systems, the Perryville culture versus the Estrella culture, and the slang and language used. She'll have to adjust to the manner the other inmates bought her for food, services, and how to share contraband such as homebrew or pruno, prison wine, and engage in willful or unwilling willful participation to move contraband and other things around for other people. She'll have to adapt to new rules, new mail rules, property, visitation, communication. Medical dental care will be almost eliminated and on urgent basis only. These costs are restrictive and services are only applied in cases where the need is chronic or emergency type of situations. Arias won't find new friends with positive attitudes. She'll be challenged physically and psychologically. She'll have no choice to withdraw or cope and attack the changes. She'll have difficulties with sleep, eating, and thinking as she sits in isolation. She won't be able to fix her cell up like she did before. Her exercise will be limited to 6 hours a week, but she can do headstands all day long inside of her cell. Most of all, she won't be able to Twitter any messages to her friends like before, and will soon realize she'll have to reverse this culture shock all on her own. As always, thank you for watching my videos. Please comment and share.